Hello, and welcome to stephoodoll. I am, absolutely, Steph. A while back I put a poll up in my Instagram stories and in my community tab here on YouTube. I asked if I should make a mini-me doll or a hand-drawn avatar or something for this channel to make it a bit more personal than just my disembodied voice. Overwhelmingly, you all voted for a mini-me doll, so let's get right to it. I'll be making a hybrid with the body from this curvy made-to-move Barbie that I got ages ago for just this purpose, and the head from this Creatable World doll. I'll also be using the Creatable World feet, as I like them better. I used my hairdryer to heat up each head, making them more pliable and easier to remove. Then I swapped the feet. And here's what we're working with. Off camera, I've gone ahead and prepped the head in the usual way, removing the hair and factory paint. Did you know that you don't need this upper part of the neck peg for it to be functional? All you need is the round bit at the bottom. The rest is just there to make it harder for kids to take the heads off. So I usually snip it off on all my dolls these days because it makes it easier to put the heads back on. To prep it for the face-up, I give the face 2 coats of Mr. Super Clear UV Cut Flat, waiting 30 minutes in between each layer. I start by sketching out the eye shape, trying my best to make it like mine, and working out from there with my watercolor pencils and a little bit of chalk pastel for some minimal blushing. I add a fresh coat of MSC whenever I need to save my progress or I can't build any more color. I finally got my hands on some Derwent Metallic watercolor pencils and used them to brighten the eyes up a bit more. I gave my mini-me freckles using the same technique I used when I made Frey. I use a white Posca paint pen to add the catch lights and a highlight to the lips. And the face up is done. I lightly sanded the body before giving it a couple of sprays of MSC. Aside from some light blushing, there was 3 features that I wanted to add. My tattoos are the first one. I sketched them out with pink pencil first before moving to black. They're fleur-de-lis inspired and I designed them myself. I got them back in 2005, I think. The second thing is my scar. I had to have a melanoma removed a few years ago. They got all the cancer out, so that's good, but now I have this wicked scar. Finally, the freckles. So many freckles. Now that both the face and body are complete, I reattach the head. I want to make an oversized t-shirt, so I drafted this pattern by laying the doll out on graph paper to figure out what size and shape I needed to go for. Would you like me to make a dedicated tutorial on making patterns this way? Let me know in the comments down below. I also wanted to embroider a design onto the shirt, so I mapped out the size I wanted it to be and cut a separate square of graph paper for it. I'm going for a sparkle heart emoji because if you've been around me for long enough, you've noticed I use it probably far too much. It's a staple. I cut the pieces out of a black knit fabric and begin sewing it all together, trying it on the doll as I go. I create a stencil with the sparkle heart design I made and transfer it onto the shirt by making dots with Posca pens to map out where my stitches need to go. Then I did the embroidery off camera while watching YouTube videos. And here's what it looks like. It could definitely be better, but it'll do. All that's left is to sew up the back and add a snap closure. These are my glasses. Please pardon how dirty they are. I didn't realize they looked that bad until I watched the footage back. I'll be recreating them using this pair of Creatable World glasses and Posca paint pens. I start with the black and then add the colors one by one, referencing a photo I took of my glasses because obviously I have to wear them while I'm doing this so I can't look at them. I think they turned out really well, though I do think I want to replace them with frames that don't have lenses at some point. I sealed it all in with Vallejo gloss varnish. Hopefully this will also strengthen them a little bit as they're a tad fragile. I made a wig using these 3 yarn colors. I haven't dyed my hair in a while. I'm in the middle of growing out an undercut right now, but when I do, I'm definitely going back to these colors. I've dyed my hair in this same exact color block pattern many times, so I felt it was fitting to use for my mini-me. I did the part a little differently than I usually do for wigs. I cut into the wig cap and glued the wefts coming through it from the underside, and then sealed the gap with super glue. This is probably the best wig I've ever made, not gonna lie. I'm thinking of making multiple wigs for my mini-me in the future, so if you'd like to see me make a dedicated wig video, let me know. After some cutting with an eyebrow razor and some scissors, it looks like this. Now all the parts are ready. We have the doll, the t-shirt, the glasses, these Barbie tie-dye sweatpants, which I wish I had in real life, some pink Creatable World shoes, and this Creatable World knit hat. Now it's time to put it all together! Making a doll that's supposed to be me was surprisingly hard. Like, not hard as in difficult, but hard as in I know that it's not an accurate representation of me. For one thing, this doll appears a lot thinner than I am in real life. But the body I used is the best I have available. And I didn't want to mod it because I wanted to keep clothing options open, which now that I'm saying that is oddly relevant considering how limited the options for plus size clothing are in real life. I did not expect to have such complicated feelings throughout this process. But maybe I should have expected it in hindsight, considering the body image issues I've had throughout my life, which still affect me now. It's one of the reasons you'll never see me without long sleeves in these videos. I do really like this doll in the end though, even if they don't quite look as much like me as I think they should. But that's okay. It's only an avatar after all. What do you think? Have you ever made a mini you? Let me know in the comments down below. Hello, and welcome to stephoodoll. We've already done that bit. Oh, sorry. No worries, it's your first day. You can do the outro though. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and click the bell icon to get notified every time I post a new video. You can also follow me over on Instagram at stephoodoll. And until next time, bye!